everyone, it's Sharonda from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong, which is available overseas now, but it will hit theaters in the US and on HBO Max simultaneously this Wednesday. This film is directed by Adam Wingard, who is responsible for The Blair Witch and also to Death Note, a movie that we don't talk about, but also to this film stars Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry. It's a lot of humans in this movie. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. You know why? Because we are here, okay? We are here for the battle of all battles, okay? We are here to see Kong and Godzilla duke it out, but to let you guys know before going any further in this review, it is going to be spoiler free. I am not giving anything away. I already know that it's been hard, everyone avoiding spoilers on the internet, and I'm not going to do that for you guys. But for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stayed. I'll tell you what I enjoyed about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time or not paying to see in theaters or on HBO Max this Wednesday. So, going into Godzilla vs. Kong, one of the first things I do want to give kudos to is really the storyline for this film. You guys already know how I feel about the human storylines and how that really gets in the way of us actually being able to see these monsters, to be able to see the kaiju. And I really love to say that I adore the storyline. I love that the writers took the time to actually make sure that Godzilla and Kong are actually at the forefront of the story. It's not intertwined with all these meddling stories of the humans and how we're trying to save the planet. This is their movie. They are here to shine. And they get a lot of screen time. Now, that's not to say that when we get into some of the issues with the film that the humans aren't still taken away from the story, but it's not as much in Godzilla vs. Kong. I love what they do with Kong. I love that backstory with Kong, the storyline. As the movie kind of progresses, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I really, really love what they did with Kong. But that doesn't say that Godzilla doesn't get his time to shine, okay? Because he definitely does. But I know what you're thinking. Sharonda, I don't care about this story. I don't care about these humans. I need to know, what are these fight sequences looking like? Are the battles good? Is it worth it? And I'm here to tell you it absolutely is. Now, a lot of people had issues with Godzilla King of Monsters as far as being able to see the kaiju fight. They said it was very dark. It was hard for people to see. I personally didn't have that issue, but I do want to tell you guys who did have an issue with that in King of Monsters that the fight sequences that take place, baby, you see everything and it is looking good. I love the visual effects. I really love the fighting back and forth. I felt like I was watching two humans. Like, I know that they're monsters, but the fight that they was giving me, the level of fight, going back and forth when people get wounded, when they're throwing punches, biting, everything, I was just like, I just didn't know that I will experience the abundance of blessings that you are giving me in Godzilla vs. Kong. But I'm here to tell you that the visual effects are on point. A lot of these fight sequences does take part in the daytime, which really adds on to just being able to see these two monsters go at it. And it's done so fantastically well. And I do love the set changes that happen throughout the course of the battles throughout the film. Also, too, from a story standpoint, they don't waste time actually trying to delve into what is happening. We have been amping this up for quite some time. Godzilla King of Monsters, Skull Island. I think that they do a very great job of like, hey, we've been teasing you guys for a really long time that these two are here to establish dominance, that there's going to be this big and epic battle. And I love that they don't waste time trying to get us into that. I love that we get more than one big fight sequence between them. Even the fight sequence that you see in the trailer is so much better to see it full out, to see everything that happens. I think that fans, you're definitely going to be pleased as much as I was as well. But also too, you know what? I always talk about how I don't care about these humans, but I do want to give Kaylee Hoddle kudos because she did such a fantastic job. The interactions that she has with Kong. She's one of the first humans that I was just like, oh my goodness, I actually care for her. I want her to be okay. I feel that she is the star of this film, human-wise, and she's integral to the story overall. It made sense for her to be there when she's there. The interactions that she has with Kong, I think is so well done. And I think a lot of people are going to love her character as well. But also too, I do want to give Brian Tyree some props. I'm happy that I'm getting to see Brian Tyree Henry in more films, getting more screen time. He plays this conspiracy theorist who runs a podcast talking about what is happening explaining kind of just all of this underground government stuff that is happening to cause all of these disturbances. And I actually have to say, even though his character has nothing to do with this plot whatsoever and wasn't necessarily needed, I did think that he was absolutely hilarious. I want to see him do so much more. He can do comedy, he can do drama. There is nothing that Brian Tyree Henry cannot do. And I wanted to make sure that I gave him a good little shout out, because I did enjoy him for the most part overall. Now, if there's anything that I had an issue with, there is way too many humans. Like, typically in the story, they really follow like maybe 1 or 2 humans that have something to do with what is actually happening. But for the most part, I will say, like, for the kind of first group that you get with Rebecca Hall and Alexander Skarsgård and Kaylee, I think their storylines make sense from a human standpoint. It's when we get into the interactions with Brian Tyree Henry and Millie Bobby Brown that really made me feel like it was taking me out of what is actually happening in the movie. I didn't think that any of their characters were really necessary to continue the plot to go on. But I also do want to say one more kudos. Damien Belchier, who is like in absolutely every single movie I watch. I love that he is getting the bag every single day. I actually kind of liked his character. I like seeing this different side of him. And I would say his character for the most part is necessary as we get into some of our big reveals throughout the course of the film. But yeah, I just felt like for their storylines with Millie and Brian, I just felt like it really took me out of the movie at times. But overall for me, did I get my life? Did I get to see the best monster fight ever in life with some awesome visual effects, some awesome set pieces? It was so amazing to watch. I had a smile on my face from beginning to end with the talking to the screen. Godzilla vs. Kong was everything I needed and then some. It exceeded my expectations. If you guys have something negative to say about Godzilla vs. Kong, I'm going to judge you. I'm still here for everyone having their own opinions, but honestly, I love the heck out of Godzilla vs. Kong. I think that fans are going to be so excited. It was just a fun movie to watch, to just let go of all reality and just enjoy one of these big monster battles that we have really been leading up to for the course of the past couple of years. But I do want to let you guys know that what I would tell you to do with you and your coins for Godzilla vs. Kong, it's a pay. Make it rain. Spend that money. If you want to watch it on HBO Max, I watched it at home. I didn't have the opportunity to actually go into a theater to watch the film. It didn't mess up my viewing experience. I had an absolute blast this past Friday. But also too, if the theaters are open in your area and you feel comfortable, I would definitely tell you guys it's worth paying to see in theaters as well. There's also no end credit scene that I know of. I don't know if they're adding anything in outside of the screener, but there were no end credit scenes, just to let you guys know. But it's always fun to stay to the end of the credits anyway, right? But those are my thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong. As always, my name is Sharonda from Paraways, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.